Hello and welcome, family, to another episode of Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. I just want to send my deepest condolences to literally what I feel is my family in Buffalo. I actually was in Buffalo about 2 years ago or 3 years, I think 2019 or something like that. And I gave a lecture in Buffalo, was received so warmly by our family there. But we have some serious warriors, 777s. The sevens are strongly, if you know what that means, you know what that means. The sevens are strongly defending Buffalo in terms of consciously and spiritually, because this is definitely some kind of spiritual attack. I don't want to get too much into the details of who did it, what happened, because I've been looking for the why. Because you see, family, nothing just happens. Nothing is by accident. Everything is very clearly orchestrated. I personally believe that there are many sleeper cells in the divided states who have been so MK ultra'd by video games and racist rhetoric in their homes growing up, etc., etc. But they are literally able to be woken up and told, go do this. Because when I heard about this story of the shooting in Buffalo, I knew immediately that there was something deeper, and it looks like there really was something deeper. It turns out, family, that an ex-cop who lost his life had just invented a water-powered engine, and he was actually the supermarket security guard. And it's funny because as I was following the narratives, there was so much about Aaron Salter Aaron Salter Jr. that was said about how he was a hero and he tried to stop this and that. But I kept wondering, why are they okay, he did a really important role, but why were they highlighting him? And turns out, family, this is what they say. Allegedly, the ex-cop supermarket security guard who was killed by the Buffalo supermarket shooter on Saturday had recently spoken about a newly discovered energy source and patented a system that enables vehicles to run on water instead of gasoline. Aaron Salter Jr. was identified by his son as the beloved Tops-friendly market security guard and former 3-decade Buffalo cop who tried to stop the quote-unquote teenage suspect. And they're trying to downplay that, because now they say, but it's his work as a police officer and all this stuff. Family, all I'll say is nothing is by accident. And I've been feeling for over a month, the ancient ones have been pushing me to release this message, and I've kind of been resisting. And it's about our inventions and the downloads, the spiritual inspiration and downloads that we're getting at such a time as this. Family, these are dangerous times. We are at war. Even though our enemy laughs and smiles and drinks and eats with us, we are at war. And in fact, the enemy of our soul is hidden amongst us. They're the Oreos, they're the coconuts, but they're also the Mzungus. And some of our allies are Mzungus as well. The enemy of my enemy is my friend for a season. Let's not forget that. But just a word of caution, family. Some of the knowledge and inspiration that the Most High, that the ancient ones are dropping into your spirit could literally get you killed. And so you have to move very wisely, because I know a lot of people, you want to invent this so you can move out of, release your invention so you can move out of poverty, do this, do that. But you may not even make it that far, because the men in black are looking for those who have this kind of knowledge. And family, they're just starting another oil race in Africa. They want us to remain on these fossil fuels, etc., until they invent. And family, there's been so many of our inventors that have died in mysterious circumstances. And I mean, this whole agenda of Buffalo achieved two goals. It knocked two birds with one stone. Not only did it fulfill their whole gun agenda, like taking away guns from Americans. But you'd be surprised. I'm telling you, sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, family. You'd be surprised that maybe Aaron was the whole reason that this happened. You'd be surprised. And so a word of caution, even for you guys who have genius children, even for you guys who are coming up with some really breakthrough stuff. I mean, look at the guy. Was it in Zimbabwe or Zambia? Where a man invented something, I think a TV that didn't work on battery or something like that. You can see it here. And then was soon after poisoned. There's also the inventor in South Africa. I think he had invented something where you can get water from air or something. And he lost his life. I hope I can find the article. And then that was buried. So don't be so quick to release your inventions. Write them down, perfect them, and wait. Family, I wish I had like $1 billion so that I could help our family get their patents, get their intellectual properties. Because anything you're trying to release right now, even the way the intellectual property system works, and I worked for the World International Property Organization in Geneva. So I know what I'm talking about. Family, it's the odds are set against you because you literally have to protect your invention, your knowledge in like all 180 countries. So the patents and everything end up only working for companies. And don't sell your knowledge because that knowledge is for the new earth. There are a lot of people that are going to be getting incredible breakthroughs, incredible downloads about cancer treatments, about AIDS, natural remedies, AIDS treatments, about running on air, running cars and things on air. This is really serious, family. So please make sure that you're protecting yourself, protect your genius children. Whenever I see this thing, where we're seeing like a child who's faster than ever. I think I was watching this fastest ever child, young man who's the next Usain Bolt. Why would you want the public to already know that? Why would you put the target of the enemies on your son like that? Like, family, this is not the season to disclose these things. You have to really find a way to protect yourself, to protect your inventions, family, because it's a threat to the system. We live in an economic system, and this economic system is taking it's all about money. If you play with their money, you will get taken out. And I've been feeling that for so long, like word of caution to the wise. Keep your genius and your inventions under wraps, and follow, ask for confirmation from your spirit, from the ancient ones, from the ancestors. Ask for confirmation so that you can know whether this word I speak is for you or not. But all I know is that we are in a season of transition. You're not going to have to keep it silent forever. But in this season, family, just wait a little longer. Our world is already here. It's just waiting to manifest. Wait a little longer and you will know when to release it. Because right now, if you release it as individual, Africa, we haven't organized ourselves. There is no protection for you. As a global melanated people, we don't have an organization or a country that is strong enough to protect you. So you'll either get your invention stolen, siphoned off, or you'll get taken out for them. Anyway, may the souls of those that were affected in Buffalo rest in eternal peace. We're sure that Aaron, may his son continue the legacy and protect that knowledge so it doesn't get into the wrong hands. And let me tell you something. Get this. He had just recently, Aaron Salter Jr., had just recently given an interview with like a local radio station or TV station and actually gone and shown how the car works on literally water. He had just done that. And then there's a mass shooting. Family, stop believing all the narratives of Babylon. Stop believing things happen randomly. Everything is planned. Everything has a reason, and you have to find the reason. It's like, remember that plane that went down Man, this is too deep. I'll just leave it. But like, if you were to look at some of these plane crashes that have happened, like the Ethiopian Airlines that went down, I don't know which airline, the Asian one that disappeared and was never seen again. You should look at the flight list. Look who was there. What was their objective? What were they trying to achieve? And then that will make all of this make sense. There's nothing like random hate crimes, family. Literally, everything has an agenda, whether it's to take things from someone, to implement certain things. Once you start to look for the patterns, and that's all we do on this show, is look for the patterns, look for the anomalies. Once we start to see the patterns and anomalies, then you will see the nature of the beast that we're dealing with. We stand in solidarity and prayer, special shout out to Ras Jomo, my brother from another mother, literally. He was asking if all of us, especially the warriors of the sevens, you know who you are, can really just stand with Buffalo at such a time as this. Let's send them our energy, let's send them positive vibes and a revolutionary spirit, because this may just be the change that the divided states needs. This may just be the straw that finally breaks the camel's back. Tuko pamoja.